What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back with a recap of Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is for season 6. I will have the episode number in the description. So we pick up where we left off with Melody telling Kiki what Tiffany said about her, how Kiki's accusations of her being accused of theft, how all of that could be bad for all of their brands, right? Kiki basically denied being accused of any theft. She's saying she didn't do it. The truth is going to come out. She's going to be vindicated in court, and all the haters and doubters will have to eat their words. I like how she responded to what Tiffany said. She didn't give it much weight. She said, I'm not surprised, because we all know Tiffany is shady as hell. Okay? She's shady as hell. She's the Karen of the group. She's gonna say what everybody else is thinking times 10, right? Then gaslight everybody and be like, well, why y'all coming at me? I'm just stating the facts. Okay, we know how Tiffany gets down, honey. But yeah, Kiki said, honey, I'm not gonna pay Tiffany no mind, honey. Okay, the truth will be coming out. Melody asked Kiki, but that was you in the video. Kiki says she can't confirm or deny. Kiki said that now that attorneys are involved, she can't really speak a lot on the situation. Kiki also denies relapsing. Melody let Kiki know she does have support from her, if she does need her help with anything. And I really loved how Mel had Kiki's back, because it's very easy to get on the train that Tiffany is on, where, you're just hurling out accusations, you're accusing her, you're nailing her to the cross, and, you're looking at her suspicious, and I think that Kiki is aware of how bad this looks, about, why the people may feel like she may have relapsed. Hell, they see me on Crime Stoppers. They say I almost hit a car. They said I was stealing boxes, or whatever the hell they said, allegedly, honey, she was accused of doing. Okay, so Kiki is kind of adding up everything. And, she's just like denying everything. It's not true. Everybody is gonna see. So I really love this scene with Melody and Kiki. Kiki tells Mel that she was the first person to show concern about this situation. Letitia was the last person to call her about it. That's very interesting. Melody actually took Tisha's side and said, well, Kiki, you probably shouldn't expect much from your cousin, because you all have not been good for a while. You guys have kind of been on the outs. But Melody, these women have been on the outs since they were kids. I told y'all once, and I will tell y'all again. They were trained to go against each other. Okay? Also, I don't think that Letitia likes that Kiki is on the show. I don't feel that she is supportive of Kiki being on the show. I played for you all the interview I think she did with, I think it was DJ Richie Sky, where Kiki said, yeah, Mel has always been very helpful to me, and Mel was always willing to help me with my goals. I never got that same type of energy from Letitia. And with Kiki saying that, as the saying goes, people treat you how they feel about you. That's how Tisha feels about her. Okay, she's gonna always be the last one to call Kiki if Kiki needs help. If there are any concerns surrounding Kiki, she gonna be the last one to reach out. She sees Kiki as competition. I'm not at all here to say that Kiki has been perfect with Letitia. I think allegedly, put it in the comments, guys, she stole from Tisha. That was wrong. Do you see what I'm saying? So these two have did wrong to each other, but the facts are the facts. I think it's more or less Letitia Scott that does not really see it for Kiki. And some people will say, well, why blame Letitia? You know, Kiki is on here putting all Letitia and Marcel's business out there. But I'm here to say to you all, why wouldn't she do that when Letitia allows her husband, Marsau, to talk about Kiki like a dog, and it accuses her of still being on drugs? See, you can't hurl out those type of accusations and then think that a person ain't gonna come for you. Kiki go come for that ass. If she got dirt on y'all, she go put it out there, because she knows that that marriage is a big ass facade. And quiet as kept, Letitia knows it's a big ass facade. While she was down to the reunion talking about, put some respect on my marriage. Girl, we ain't gonna put respect on nothing. It's toxic. Okay? It's toxic. It's one-sided. He's in the driver's seat of being the narcissist. You are the codependent. And we are watching you all do this dance with each other. Okay? So, Melody says to Kiki, well, when all that stuff was going on with Letitia and Marsau and it was all on the internet, did you reach out to Tisha? Kiki said, no, I don't feel comfortable reaching out to talk to Tisha about Marsau at all. Kiki's eyes got big because she knows she's not going to get anywhere with Letitia, because Letitia, for my man Scott, honey, is going to make up a lot of excuses for Marsau's behavior. And no matter what they talk about, she's going to stand by her man. Does not matter how much pain and anguish he brings her, how much confusion, it does not matter. She is going to stay with him. So with Kiki saying that lets me know she sees their marriage for everything that it is. She's not a hating cousin. Okay? I'm pretty sure that's not the marriage she wants for her cousin. And quiet as kept, Melody could have been on some petty shit. Destiny is not on the show anymore. Y'all remember all the scenes we would see with Destiny and Tisha, and they get together and talk about Mel. They done trauma bonded and got a whole close relationship because of their hatred of Mel. Mel could have really did that in this scene with Kiki, and she didn't. She didn't. She told Kiki to be patient with Letitia and wait for things to turn around. So next, honey, we got Tisha and Marsau. Marsau is working, honey. Now, instead of doing his contracting work, honey, he need to be doing for the business lady and the damn barber and all the other people he owe, honey. He doing something for the Scotts, honey. He getting his house together. That way they can move out of this and go to Scott Manor whenever the hell that's coming. Okay, make it make sense. Hey, babe, it's all open in here. I got you a healthy drink. OMG, the renovations at home is going great. So Tisha asked Marsau how was court the other day, and he said he didn't have court. I'm like, shit, that ain't what we've been reading, honey. Okay, that's not what's been going on, honey, out in these internet streets. Okay, you being sued from left to right, right to left. Okay, have you been showing up? He talking about, well, it was just a deposition. Either way, honey, you need to be making some deposits, okay, at the deposition. Pay the people what you owe them, okay? Marsau says that the deposition went surprisingly well. He says anytime you sue somebody in construction, you get a counterclaim. So you're being sued and then you go around, you turn around and sue them. Just because they suing you, dummy. You big dummy. He says at this point now, we going to take it all to trial, G. And they sitting up here smiling. I was like, your asses ain't going to be smiling when they come and carry y'all off in cuffs. Okay? And Tisha, honey, she going to be like, my soul, he got a dark soul. Like he done got us arrested. Oh my God, my soul. Marsau claims to have a brain freeze. I said, shit. Is your brain even working? Okay, shit. I will have that brain investigated, honey. So Tisha gets to asking Marsau, what's the furniture budget? He tells Tisha that you need to rent to own some furniture. Say, what now, nigga? Okay, if you don't pull out your damn wallet. And Tisha, I just feel like, why is everything up to him? You are obviously not in a fair partnership. Okay? Because I'm sure you should have enough money to where you ain't got to run everything by him. That's the problem on this damn show. Y'all talking to these men too much. You keep asking they damn opinion and they don't never ask y'all opinion. Okay? They will tell y'all some shit at the last minute. Okay, they be on here lying by omission. Okay, leaving stuff out, adding stuff in. Okay, he would come home, honey, and see new furniture. Okay, that's what he would see. Okay, shit, you go out there and you charge the credit card and then you answer all the questions later, honey, after you done already did what you needed to do. How you doing? And then when you take trips with your girls, you just up and do that shit. Okay? Just tell him, hey, I'm going to be heading out. Or get a babysitter, because we know he don't like to deal with his own kids, honey. Okay, set yourself up. Okay, ain't that what Chris Samuels told Monique? Set it up. Shit, I'm paying for every damn thing. Shit, that's the least you could do. Set yourself up. Okay, make it happen, Captain. Marsau tells her to get the furniture from China. Tisha says, just give me a number and I will work with that. See, girl, this is set up like he your dad and girl, and you the school girl. You doing stuff the wrong way. Okay, I thought Mel gave you the damn blueprint. Okay, have you been reading the damn blueprint? Because this ain't a part of it. Okay. Marsau says you gotta be creative with this furniture budget. And I'm like, shit, hopefully y'all don't plan on scamming anybody else and taking it from them. Okay, because that's what it look like y'all doing over here, robbing Peter, honey, to pay Paul. Well, hell, according to the people, honey, you ain't been paying Paul at all, okay? Make it make sense. So Tisha calls out Marsau for buying himself a new car. Now, do you see how he just went out and did that shit? You see how he just went out and thought about himself? That's what your ass need to do. She get to telling him, well, I want a new SUV. Why are we asking? You are grown. You are able-bodied. Okay, you have income. Stop asking for permission with your own money. Okay, we even saw Quad, honey, down to the Married to Medicine buying her a nice-ass car. She ain't run shit through Dr. G. That's how you do it. Okay? Shit, go on out there and treat yourself. But you need to be putting some money down, Tisha, on them lawsuits, okay? Don't try to budget me to death, my soul, when it comes to stuff for me. And then when it's your money, you go out here and just buy whatever you want. That's what you need to do, okay? Shit. So Marsau get to telling Tisha that he done fixed up this house with his allowance money that he allows himself to get. Okay, he done fixed up the black honey with his allowance money. Okay, do you see how he be turning stuff around on her? He be gaslighting her, making her question and doubt her reality, honey. Like, child, it couldn't be me. Okay, and I wouldn't be taking him no healthy drink. More like some burnt black coffee, honey. Here you go, nigga. Oh, did I get a little bit on your shoe? Child would be on this fool clowning. So next, honey, we got Stormy and we got Tiffany. And I really adored their conversation that they had. Stormy, I love how present you was with Tiffany. I loved how concerned you was for her. It seemed like Tiffany was alluding to maybe having some postpartum. She didn't really come out and say, but she basically feels alone. Big Lou is always out of town working. She still needs her husband. But I told y'all about Tiffany. Tiffany wanted this baby so bad, but Tiffany, you wanted this baby for all the wrong reasons. And now you are paying for it now. Because now Big Lou is not around to help you. You told him you could handle work. You this strong woman. And we as black women, we have to stop saying we so strong. We can handle everything. Like Stormy said, it is okay to not be okay, but you just have to be honest. You have to admit that you bit off more than you can chew. They get to talking about Kiki, and Tiffany did invite Kiki to the little sip and see for baby Ace. I'm kind of shocked by that because, honey, Tiffany was treating Kiki like she was some criminal, honey, off the street. But she's just like, I don't know whether to be her friend. I don't know whether to be suspicious of her. I don't know how to look at her. And I just feel like, Tiffany, you really should withhold all judgment until you get more information. And the way that Stormy is going about looking at this whole thing with Kiki is really the right way to go. It's the right way to look at it. The way that Stormy is approaching it, she's still giving Kiki the benefit of the doubt. She's giving her grace. And that's, what you should do, Tiffany. But you a messy bitch. Okay? And Tiffany is going to ask those questions that, some people have about this situation concerning Kiki. Like, girl, if it's not true, then why did they pick you out of all these people and say that you did those things? Tiffany mentioned to Stormy that Mel had came by and really encouraged her to see Kiki, in a different way. And Stormy said that, she's happy that Melody was able to do that for her. You know what? They played that flashback clip of Stormy and Tisha getting into it. And Stormy began attacking the decorations and, well, this wasn't done. And why was this like this? And this is how I know what I'm looking at, right? When it comes to Letitia. Letitia is a fake it till I make it type of chick. She's happy being a part of this group, talking shit with the girls, gossiping, throwing other people under the bus, making them look a certain way. And the minute you do any type of chastising towards her, or anytime you criticize her a little bit, maybe offer constructive criticism. We even seen it, with Nail. That's gonna play out, but we gonna see Tisha like walk out. What is that in the next episode? And I'm gonna tell y'all what that is. That's that codependency. I can dish it out. I can't take it. She's not strong enough. And she's been really, I don't really want to say doing a good job. She has some of y'all fooled. Yes, Tisha has grown through the seasons. I'm not oblivious to that. She has grown some. She has gotten a little bit stronger, a little bit more vocal, willing to speak her mind, right? But you can just tell that she's very fragile on the inside, because it's almost as if nobody can say anything to her without her falling apart. Okay, and she has the type of personality where you can't tell her about herself without her about being, she's about to be really emotional. She about to cry. She's going to storm out. She's going to stop talking to you. None of that is an adult. None of it. It's a little girl. Okay? And then on top of that, she knows that her man is wrong, Marsau. She knows he was wrong for how he talked to Stormy. He was wrong. And I know some of y'all will say, well, Tisha admitted that. Yes, she admitted that, but she still put 20 on 10 when addressing Stormy. Okay? She still was like, yeah, well, you didn't have to talk to my man, and that's my man, and it's like, girl, your man is another person, and he was wrong. That's it. But when you're dealing with codependence, it's that my man shit. Nobody better not ever disrespect him, or I'm going to cuss you out, and I'm going to have all this strength when it comes to you, because you a woman. But with my man, I'm quiet as a church mouse. I could barely get a word in edgewise. Okay? And to the women out there that behave like that, nobody takes you seriously. Okay, if you go, and this is why Nene Leakes is my favorite reality star of all time, because Nene took no shit from nobody. Andy Cohen, she wasn't like Heavenly and the rest of them, scared to, really get at Andy and let him know, hey, we ain't doing that. Okay? She got Greg's ass together. Cussed his ass out, told his ass what it was, and that was it. It wasn't this, when I'm going at the women, the shit that Kenya would do, I'm going to go at the women in a really nasty and malicious way, and then with this man, I'm going to tiptoe around, and no. Be the same with everybody. Yes, that's your man, but you still need to speak up for yourself with your man. And let him know what time it is. So, yeah. Tiffany says that she didn't want to exclude anybody from the Sip and See. This will be for the women only. I was like, okay, that's cute. How did y'all feel, though, about it just being for the women? Do you feel like she should have invited the men? If Big Lou ain't around, I could see why, though. Yeah, I wouldn't, because we got Marsau, we got Maurice. The only one I can stomach on this here show is Courtney. I like Courtney. I really do. He doesn't come off as toxic and narcissistic at all like the other men. He just seems very like, hey, I'm here to treat everybody with respect. Like I'm fair. I'm a good guy all the way around. Like, I like Courtney. Tiffany also mentioned that work is overwhelming because she's just, getting back in the groove of that. I hope that, her and Big Lou can work out their issues. I do like Big Lou. Like I said before, I don't feel like he's toxic, like some of these other men on the show. But Tiffany, you made your mistake when you had a baby with a man, and a lot of women do this. They will say, well, he's my husband. Yeah, but just because he's your husband, Tiffany, that don't mean that he wanted that baby as much as you did. I really do feel like when you are married and when you are bringing life into this world, you really need to be on one accord with your husband. And it just always came off, Tiffany, like you wanted this baby more than Big Lou did. Now all the responsibilities of the baby is now on you. You feel by yourself, but you was always by yourself. Now you're by yourself with the baby, if that makes any sense. So I always tell y'all, listen to the whispers so you don't have to hear the screams. She already got a preview of what this was going to be like when she talked to Big Lou about this baby. Now you are in the movie. You're going to have to figure out how to navigate this. Those flowers on the table was so beautiful. It's like a big, pretty orange flower. But yeah, Stormy, you get a lot of props from me. I love how you handled that. Like, Stormy really should go into counseling. I'm serious. She seems to be like some type of empath, right? I really love that scene. I love how she embraced Tiffany. That's what it's about. Okay, so next we got Marsau and Tisha, and we got the Fletchers. They all are out on a dinner date, and the Scotts are there first. And Marsau is already making snappy comments talking about, oh, we was invited out by the Fletchers, but we arrived first. I'm like, child, shut up, Marsau. And you can just already tell that the Scotts felt a way about the Fletchers. This is even before they arrived. You could just, and the Fletchers, what I really got from the scene, you guys, is the Fletchers are the real deal. They are the serial entrepreneurs. Nell has had her daycare for a long, long time. Chris is in the real estate. She is too. Like, they really are that power couple that we wanted Melody and Martell to be. But, one of them is a man, which would be Chris Fletcher, and the other one is a boy. Okay, I could just hear Miss Marlene now. Don't talk about my son. My boy is a good boy. Okay, he washed his ass. He cut the grass. He took his kids to school today. He a good man. Melody tried to run my boy into the ground. Child, I could just feel the Newports, honey, in the back of her throat, honey, as she speak, honey. Miss Marlene is that person, honey. Did y'all have one of these in the family? One of these people, honey, where you put the wine and the liquor up and your mama say, don't show them that, because shit, they'll be here all night. Hide the food. I had a cousin, honey. She would catch you while you cooking. Oh, can I get a plate to go? It's like, goddamn bitch, when did this turn into a goddamn drive-through? This bitch literally came to the house, you guys, one time. Got some food, chatted with me, and was out. I was like, well, damn. So we see Miss Nail. She's in the confessional, and she feels a way about not being invited to the BLAQUE EXPO, right? And I feel like the Scotts are a bit intimidated by the Fletchers, okay? I think that the Fletchers would see through all the bullshiggity that they took other people through, like with this whole $100 with Stormy and Marsau conveniently came to Stormy with that. See, he knew not to do that with Courtney, right? Child, that Tisha can't talk worth shit, because if you got the damn closed captioning on the way that I do, she has said to Chris Fletcher, are you still doing TikToks, right? Why did the damn thing pick up and it said TED Talks? I was like, ooh, child, Tisha, you cannot speak, girl. So Nell gets right to business, and she wants to know, how did the BLAQUE EXPO do? Did everything go well? And what is the BLAQUE EXPO? So Tisha explained that the BLAQUE EXPO was pretty much a network with Black business owners all around the community coming together, to share their expertise with the community, right? So Nell and Chris mentioned how they didn't appreciate not being invited to the BLAQUE EXPO. Nell said that her and Tisha talked about the BLAQUE EXPO at Mariah and Malia's, birthday party. And Tisha had told Nell that she definitely was going to invite her. And we all know that the Scotts are basically, honey, a whole bunch of scammers, honey. Okay? And they don't like people that are smart, that are affluent, that are accomplished, that can see right through their bullshit. That's why they have such an issue with Melody. That also explains why Marsau threw digs at Melody, saying, well, she sell t-shirts, and, he tried to say it in a roundabout way, thinking, well, nobody go catch the shade, but Miss Nell, she caught that shit, honey, and she wasn't here for it, okay? And just with that, why are you tearing down a Black woman? But Marsau is narcissistic. He sees Melody's worth only if she's tied to a man. It doesn't matter how raggedy and toxic the man is. It's just, well, Melody ain't shit, as long, and y'all gotta really look at that. Look at how Tisha and Marsau look at Melody. Tisha feel like Melody ain't about shit because she ain't with Martell no more. And even when she was with him, he was cheating on her. Remember all that shit she threw in Mel's face? Bitch, you must not be worth shit because you couldn't keep your man from being with the side chick. And he went out and had a baby on you. Threw all that shit in Melody's face. And then turned around and said she had a dark soul. You got a dark soul, Mel. Turned around and said all of that. And when a person does that, they weaponize, right? They weaponize the things in life that broke your heart or broke you down. That's a dangerous person. And if I was Melody, I would only be able to keep the heifer at arm's length. Like, once you say some of the things that Tisha said to Mel, I would never have shit to do with her again. I would never help her anymore business-wise. We saw Melody did do that, and shit, she got down to that first reunion and barely, honey, wanted to give Melody credit for anything, right? She said it was the women in her family, honey, that helped her with her business sense. What women's? Okay, shout out to my girl, Jessie Woo, honey. What women's? Okay, your mother can damn near halfway write or spell. So she wasn't one of the women that helped you. Everything is, and I'm not being funny, you guys, like everything is a lie with them. It's some type of sham. It's some type of scam. I think the Fletchers should be happy they wasn't invited. That way y'all wouldn't have to pay this unnecessary ass $100 that the other people, honey, had to pay. Or didn't even know they had to pay until the day of. Okay? Then on top of that, all these niggas, and by niggas I'm talking about Marsau and Tisha, they got all these damn lawsuits, honey. I would want to be far away from them, okay? Run away from me with this. Rejection is God's protection, honey. So Nell asked Marsau, so what is it that you thought that I did? Like, and this is his mind state. I keep telling y'all, but some of y'all like to argue with me and say I'm hating, and I'm not. Okay, he's very superficial with how he looks at marriages. I thought that Fletcher was in real estate, and I just thought you was his pretty wife. Remember, she's a woman. She's not supposed to be smart. She's not supposed to be business-minded. Fletcher runs everything. At least that's how I run my household. Okay? She got a whole daycare, babe. Here go Marsau. She got a daycare. Yeah, for 29 years. For a lot of years. Okay, and the Fletcher said, honey, in a confessional, put some respect. Not on our marriage, but just on us being in business for so long. Fletcher says, honey, Chris Fletcher tells Marsau, I told you my wife had a daycare. He's a narcissist. He wasn't listening to you. Okay, do it look like this fool even listened to his own wife? No. And then Marsau says, I swear I must have forgot. And Nell said, I don't believe you, because he's a liar. Okay, they know what they are looking at. Now, this how you could tell that this nigga is lying. Okay, when you talking to somebody and they say you wasn't invited for this one reason, then it goes over into this other reason, into this other reason, into this other reason, it's like you're lying. Okay? Marsau begins making this a Martell and Melody issue. Well, y'all was friends with our other friends with whom we wasn't in a good place with. Well, Martell was on the panel, and his first floor ass, he felt intimidated by even getting out there and speaking. Now, he ain't never intimidated or scared, to take that damn dick out. He got that down pack, honey, okay? He know how to do that. He can't pass the damn builder's license test, honey, but he know how to take that damn dick out, okay? But yeah, he goes and makes this about Melody and Martell, and they figured it out real quick. I said, yeah, this why they didn't want y'all ass around them. And I must say this is a teachable lesson right here. Sometimes people do not like you and they don't want you around because they know you will be able to figure them out, and then they won't be able to play these games, to run these scams, okay, to be fraudulent all in front of you, okay? That's why these people wasn't invited. The Fletchers are not willing to uphold the Scotts' bullshit, okay? They're not willing to do it. Miss Nell said, honey, she don't operate like that. This is not high school and this is not college. And don't nobody tell me who to be friends with. Okay, and I second that emotion. Okay, Miss Nell is a grown-ass woman, honey. Tisha ain't ready for her. She used to that domino playing nickel and diamond ass mammy of hers. Okay, even Kiki mammy sound like she got some sense, honey. And, so Tisha, child, she ain't trying to do Miss Nell. She don't want to be held accountable. Okay, she want to continue to point her fingers at people. Well, Miss Nell, we got a line drawn right there, and that's just how we do things. Girl, shut up, shit. Any other time, you ain't got no damn boundaries. Okay, you just don't want to see people. Okay, you don't want to see certain people. That way they could call you out on your BS and on your husband's BS, and you want to keep covering it up. So Chris asks the Scotts, honey, did y'all put the comeback group back together? It's still some work, that gotta be done. We working at it. So Marsau mentions that Mel didn't speak, but she did show up. Yeah, she came out to support y'all, and Martell didn't want to speak at all. He worked the crowd. I think, didn't he take some questions, guys? Put it in the comments, honey. I didn't forgot about the damn Black Expo, honey. The Expo. Miss Nail said, honey, I heard didn't nobody speak because y'all didn't want to pay nobody. Yeah, tell the truth. Okay, and the whole truth. But see, not with the scamming Scots, honey. They ain't gonna do that. That's too much. Oh, we wasn't about to pay nobody to speak. It was about us giving our experience and our knowledge back to the community. 911 emergency. Reconnect the community. Shout out to a different world, honey. Y'all remember my girl Jada Pinkett, honey, and the girls, what was that? AJ Sanders and Charmaine, and yes, that was my girl. Shout out to Debbie Allen, who turned different world, honey, right on around. As I digress, honey. Child, I'm getting even more confused, honey, listening to Marsau and Tisha lie to the Fletchers, honey. They looked all confused too, and I told y'all, God is not the author of confusion. The Scots is. Okay, because Tisha and Marcel, they got to saying, oh yeah, we paid for everything. Okay, we didn't charge anybody. Huh? Didn't you try to get the $100 out of Stormy and some other people, and then you did that to your brother, and huh? Child, Marsau get to talking about there are people that just started their company and they in the same situation that the people that they are speaking to, and say what now? Like, this nigga just be like, if using run-on sentences was a person, it would be Marsau. Nigga say what now? He gets to saying, show me a solid business. I think this is where he was trying to take those digs, honey, at our girl, honey, Miss melodyshari. Yeah, he said, I'm not going to pay you to talk about your t-shirt business. And Miss Nail was just looking at his big head ass. And Tisha, did y'all see her trying to take some sips? You better sip on something or chew on something. Shit, this man up here doing all this lying. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves, okay? So Chris Fletcher says, well, I'm not going to have you shading the hosts, because he gets to saying, well, Stormy been in her business for a long time. Maurice been in his business for a long time. Honey, if it wasn't for the hosts, your ass wouldn't even be on this damn show. Okay, let alone the other stuff we found out the hosts helped you with, Big Toenail Head. Didn't they let you borrow a car, stay in a property? Okay, they introduced your ass to property preservation too. Like, what is wrong with him? That's why Martell ends up telling this big head fool, remember all the shit that I did for you. Okay? Chris Fletcher says the Holtz enterprise was a business, honey, and it was very professional. Miss Nail said you was partners with them, and Marsau says, where are they at now? See, everything, when it comes to Mel and Martell, Tisha and Marsau, they share the same brain. And since their marriage didn't work out, then they must be these raggedy ass business people. And they're trying to take the fact that these people are divorced and they're trying to make that into their identity. But whether they get divorced or he had a baby with a side chick, it don't matter. The facts are the facts. They help you and your damn wife get y'all shit off the ground. And you can thank them for this TV show that you're on that helps you to promote your businesses or whatever the hell y'all do, okay? So Marsau ends up buttering up the Fletchers and saying he could learn so much from them, and if it wasn't for Nell, you know, Chris wouldn't be the man that he is. And I was like, shut up, nigga. This is what 29 years look like, babe. Now, have y'all ever dealt with cheating in your marriage? Now, why she say that? Okay, did y'all see how Marsau looked at her like, bitch, girl, just sit here and be quiet. You on a leash. You don't have a right to have an opinion. You don't have a right to ask questions. especially questions that I'm not even willing to answer when it comes to our marriage. That's what that was about. He didn't want anybody to get to the bottom of all that cheating and stuff that's going on with them. So, because Tisha asked a innocent enough question, that's what Melody used to do on this show. They would, the whole group, right? The core six, they would talk about cheating and marriages and this and that. They wouldn't just talk about business. So what Tisha said, it was just, it was par for the course. That's what they do on this show. But yeah, her husband interrupted that. And Miss Nell and Chris, they said, well, we did deal with that and we did work through that. They were very transparent. They were very mature and they were getting ready to answer the question. I wanted to hear the answer from a respectable couple because I do respect them. Okay, way more than I do Tisha and Marcel. But yeah, narcissistic Marsau that has to control everything, he shut all that down and got to telling her she prying all in their marriage. And they was like, no, she's not prying. It's fine. And child, Nell and Chris felt like Letitia asking about the cheating stuff was kind of a jab. And then it was kind of like Chris finished it off and said it was kind of like she was reaching out for help. Yeah, she was. Okay, because they both know their shit is about to come out. And it's cool if y'all dealt with cheating, Tisha. It's when you lie about it. It's when you act like you've had this perfect marriage for all these damn years. Okay? That's the problem with y'all marriage. So we get to Tiffany sipping C. It looked like Tiffany, honey, didn't really put on some weight. She still looked beautiful, though. I love the dress she had on. The place is not set up. The balloons are not set up. They still cooking the waffles. And, she's feeling, some anxiety. Stormy is there. Her anxiety is through the roof because she was like, I thought all this stuff was going to get done. Kimmy ends up coming in. She's like, dang, it's still not set up yet. And so Melody came in and she speaks to the girls. I hated that damn wig. I was like, Mel, you've been doing real good with your wigs. I like her the best with a bob or with her hair being like bone straight. Normally I like Melody's wigs, but I did is the crinkles and the color, the highlight, it was just too much. But anyway, she came to speak to the girls. And I noticed Stormy was going through her purse when Mel spoke. And it's like, y'all still got an issue? What's the problem? Melody noticed Stormy's shade because she was like, oh, you looking down like you don't want to speak, but I spoke anyways. Okay, girl. Absolutely. So they get to talking about the BLAQUE EXPO. Stormy brought up how her and Marsau got into it over the $100. Kimmy mentioned that when they all went out to lunch, her, Tisha, Stormy, Melody. No, I don't think it was Melody. And I think it was Tiffany. When they all went to lunch, she didn't know that Maurice had paid the $100. And then she found out after, and she was pissed about it. So Tiffany ends up saying, well, hopefully Tisha made the money that, she wanted to make. And Stormy said, but it was supposed to be for the community. Come on, Stormy girl. Miss Nell comes in, greets Mel and all the women. So Miss Nell tells Mel that, she tried to get everything clear between Marsau and Tisha about her and Fletcher not being invited to the expo. So Miss Nell tells Melody that Tisha wants to move forward, but she really don't know because of, Melody and Tisha's issues, and Melody kind of looking like, what? We're cordial. What do I have to do with anything? You're a threat. And I told y'all, the threat is always the target. I keep telling y'all. So Miss Nell ends up dropping a tea on, Melody not speaking at the expo. So Miss Nell tells Melody that Marsau said he just felt like he shouldn't have had to pay Melody or, anybody to speak. Miss Nell said that Marsau alluded to the fact that Melody's business isn't professional enough. She hasn't been in business for that long, and if anybody was to make any money, it should be Maurice and Stormy because they're very experienced. So that's the shade that he was throwing Melody's way. And why? Because they are threatened by Melody. Melody is probably worth more being by herself than they are put together being in that marriage. Okay, with a whole bunch of damn lawsuits. Child, make it make sense. He got a lot of damn nerve. Okay, Marsau, that's how I know you delusional. You delulu, my nigga. Melody says, honey, if we go throw jabs, then we shouldn't throw no jabs, okay? Because I could say I don't want to be a part of an expo with people that have all these $1 million lawsuits out here. And I was like, oop, oop. Got your ass, Marsau and Tisha. She got you. It's like stating the obvious. Like, they both, honey, they both are delusional, It's crazy. Melody also mentions that, Marsau and Tisha got, sweatshirts and t-shirts at BLAQUE, that got black on across of them, honey. So yeah, it just, they're delulu. Okay, trying to stir up shit and keep up confusion. Okay, and God is not the author of confusion. Tisha and Marsau is. Melody said, honey, she put several checks in Marsau's pocket, honey. Yeah, you're on this show because of her. It's a slap in the face to her. It's even a slap in the face to Marcel. And hell, shit, he should just be slapped in the face, period, honey. But, that's neither here nor there. It's so disrespectful. Do y'all see, like, this is the reason why you shouldn't do so much for certain people, because they don't appreciate it, okay? Melody, honey, says that it's just so whack and pathetic that these men are out here trying to attack a successful black woman that's on her grind. It's just so whack and pathetic. It is, but, child. Y'all know how he is. I keep telling y'all what he is, but some of y'all don't want to believe me. Okay? Y'all don't want to believe the things that I say, but I told y'all the man is a narcissist. The man does not give Melody her props. Didn't he just give Melody her props last season talking about you're winning and that's why you're not bitter and hurt like Marcel? Like, where did that come from? Why was you able to say that good thing and now you trying to put her down to build yourself up? And that's what a lot of men do. That's what a lot of narcissists do. Tear you down, build themselves up. Okay? And that is not right. That is abusive, disrespectful behavior. And if Tisha was a good wife, okay, if she had any sense, she would have said, Marsau, don't say that, or she didn't do any of that. And then we just see Melody actually had her back with Kiki. So, child, y'all make it make sense. But anyways, honey, that's all I got. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.